one name resident with luxury mosaic design, Piazza. The Italian firm take the tradition of artisan ceramics, injecting it with the strength of color and the gleam of jewels. Pepe Cabrera's team create an interior, combining international design brands and a private art collection. Light and airy open-plan living spaces, along with extensive greenery with a Mediterranean feel. The Borelek brothers conceived this floating house on the Seine to host artists. The simple structure and large windows allow us to contemplate the same landscape Renoir was inspired by. The house itself represents a return to the Mediterranean villa, with large, high and long porches, however, preserving the Mediterranean style of construction. The house doesn't possess a huge garden, but our intention was for it to be surrounded by greenery. Therefore, we created quite a large entrance area, surrounded by vegetation, crossing the house and coming out into the open-air porch and seating area. Outside, we followed the same idea we had inside. So therefore, we have direct access to the entrance of the kitchen, while still keeping it apart. In the middle, we created a living area in order to enjoy the garden and the landscape. And to the right, we have the swimming pool or the water area. All the sofas are dead-ons because we considered them to be of the highest quality, bringing a sensation of comfort and relaxation to the seating area. On entering the house, we find ourselves in a wide open space, as we didn't want anything to obstruct the visual spectrum at the entrance of the house. We wanted to create a wide open plan area, whilst at the same time, by using the black wooden shelves, create another more intimate and cozy area. Then by using the unit, which features the color orange, linking it to that used on the walls, we were able to create the dining area. We furnished it by placing two tables together, each measuring 180, along with the two lampshades, which bring a feeling of warmth to the area, thus creating a pleasant eating environment. We move into the living room, into the most comfortable room in the house, a room which will be used exclusively by the family of the house. We decided to create a completely independent sofa area, and something that could be used by everyone. That something is the central table, of extremely large proportions. It was, however, made out of transparent glass to avoid having a large opaque area within the living room. Moving back from this area, we enter the center of the room. As we already had sofas with straight lines, we therefore decided to create something with curves. A curved piece of furniture that would allow us to see the garden. What we hoped to achieve by creating this kind of furniture was to bring everything together. So we used Minotti sofas once again, maintaining the same style, the same type of sofa and the same fabric. The only difference being a change of color, from black to white. We placed a lot of importance on the kitchen, as the kitchen is the room in the house that at any given moment will have to be made use of on a work scale.
a nivel de trabajo.
So the west wing is created with the same height, thus giving it breathing space, giving the whole kitchen a sense of space. Two different zones were created. One the work area or cooking area, and the other a kind of leisure area or an extra preparation area. Both islands are equal in size. One has stools and the other doesn't. Then there is the extractor hood, measuring 7 meters 30 in height. Our intention, however, was to bring a sense of freedom to the kitchen. We wanted to create the main bedroom in what would be the right wing, where when you wake up in the morning, you will always be greeted with the greenery and the wide open spaces in front of you. From here, we move into the dressing room, a very important room. This dressing room could almost be mistaken for a shop, as everything is so perfect. On the left we have the ladies' area, then to the right the gentlemen's area, and then towards the rear we have the bathroom. The basin is integrated into the dressing room area, and the zones where you need more intimacy, the lavatory, the shower and so on, are all hidden behind the wall, so that you can't see them. There are, however, no doors and everything is accessible. Moving upstairs, we find ourselves in an area that had to be something different. The orange wall that only linked to the downstairs area, giving us a sense of unity and a sense of being between the two orange walls. We had a very important piece of furniture, which was of great sentimental importance, as well as being a valuable antique, this folding screen. And of course, we wanted to keep it. We wanted it to lead us into the guest area, where we have tried to create something very light, very fresh. A big bed, a special armchair, everything natural. And featuring once again a Menotti sofa in the living area and some works of art. I feel that it's the quality of this house that is the most impressive thing. A quality which is evident in the building itself, and also in the interior design, or decoration depending on what we want to call it. And this is reflected, of course, because once you see the whole thing, you feel there's something else, but you just can't put your finger on it. That's quality. Bizezza is an Italian brand that associates itself with emotional values such as beauty and prestige. These internationally renowned architects and designers have dared to venture into a world as personal and exclusive as that of mosaic design. Bizezza succeed in setting trends, harmonizing the contemporary with references to the decorative traditions of the East and West. The finished product is a journey through styles, from minimalism to Baroque, as one can see in the Bizezza showroom, Milan.
The company has been founded 51 years ago. The idea was to recreate the traditional Venetian way of blowing glass, and that was the inspiration, let's say. Now it has changed a lot because the company is much more a design company than a traditional one. Mosaic is a very traditional product, so we really try to get out of mosaic, new textures, new way of reflecting light. When consumers, normal people think about mosaic, they think a plain color, solid color. But I think we have been the first to introduce the patterns with mosaic. So we took these patterns and we passed them through a computer, and we recreated them like if they were made of pixels. We really want to dress elegant, chic houses. We think of ourselves as fashion creators for houses. So we take inspiration from the world of fashion. We introduced this coral pattern, and coral was a pattern that was seen a lot in the creations of fashion designers. We introduced a series of patterns inspired by the animalier patterns. Like, for example, we have this leopard, we have a crocodile pattern, we have a new reptile pattern, like python, and but also we took inspiration from other fabrics. For example, we have a pattern that tries to recreate the idea of velvet. It's like a dress. It takes out of the same object many different personalities. So you can have your Chinese living room, or you can have your classical Greek living room, or you can have your neo-Baroque bathroom. Why not? That's the idea. We have a very good relationship, for example, with Marcel Wanders, with Patrizia Orchiola. We recently started with the Job studio and with Jaime Ayon last year. Designers love mosaic. It's like children with a toy, because it's so flexible. It follows curves like fabrics, so you can dress the most incredible dreams of any architect. You can use it to create, to bring to life whatever idea you have in your mind. And the texture of it is so fascinating, because it's shiny, or it can be opaque, depending on what kind of product you choose. There's gold, which is real gold. We have this black and blue damask, which has really become a little our flagship product, let's say. If you transform traditional patterns like the damask, it becomes interesting and really contemporary. So I think that's the way we like the past, because we take inspiration from the past, but we like to play with it a little bit. We're trying to to do is to create a style which is our own style and it's recognizable. We would like to colonize the entire house. We're thinking at a bizarre house.
Find Design on the Internet, a website dedicated to European architecture, design and interior design, with all the information about the program and the content of every episode. Leisure complexes, private homes, showrooms, design products, urban spaces. designmagazine.com